have Cemanthe. I met Cemanthe a few months ago in a city library, and it's a very interesting, engaging session, and she told me a lot about social media. So would you like to welcome Cemanthe?
Normally my presentations are 2 hours long, so this is going to be a challenge. Bear with me. I'm going to try and squeeze in as much as possible without killing you guys. Okay, so what is social media? The first thing about social media that's important to know is that it's about people, essentially. The first word is social, the last word is media. So it's less about the technology and more about the people that you connect with. McKinsey said it very well. They said social media is a form of marketing that has to be earned rather than advertising, which can be purchased. So you've all seen the ladies brushing their teeth, saying that it's the best toothpaste. We know that they are paid to say that. Social media is also about building relationships. So as I was saying to someone earlier, don't discount the tweets about the coffee or the food or the person's dog. That's how you build a relationship with someone, is when you really get to know them. Because suddenly you say, I'm a dog person too, you're a cat person, I'm a dog person, and you build a relationship with people. And then you start to build a community around you. So it's a tribe, essentially. It's a community of people who are similar to you, and at the end of the day, people buy people. They don't buy products and services. Once you build that relationship, they're more likely to buy from you, and that's an old-fashioned thing, put into social media, because the first word is the social side. But then what happens is you start to get information overload. Like Casey said, you start to feel overwhelmed, you're signed up to everything, your web designer said you should be on this, you should be on that, you should be on that. And the first place to start, really, once you start to get that information overload, when the slide clicks over. So I'm running a bit ahead of myself, I'm talking too fast. The first thing you need to do is search for yourself on Google. That's how you find out where you are represented. I did that last night just for fun, realized I'm too Googleable and I should probably change my name. But search for yourself first, find out where have you got a presence. Is that presence making a difference to your bottom line, to your business? Is it meeting your business goals and your business objectives? And if it's not, start closing those platforms down. There's no reason you need to be on everything. You can more succinctly build your personal brand by selecting 1, 2, maximum 3 networks and raising your profile on that, people by people. So social media is about the person that you are behind the business. When you tweet somebody on Twitter, you're talking to a person, you're not talking to the company. There's a physical person sitting there tweeting. And it's also about then building your professional brand. So you've got things like LinkedIn and stuff like that. So once you've built that personal relationship, then people start to say to you, what do you do? And then that's when you start to build up your company or your professional brand. If you're looking for a job, that's when you start talking about what you do. The first part is who are you? And the second part is what do you do? There's obviously a sliding scale between professional versus intimate. So you might want to share pictures of your kids. But there's the sliding scale of professional where it's all about what you do. And then the who you are is the intimate. It's kind of meeting in the middle, so it's talking about going out, going on holiday. We all go on holiday, we all eat food, we all do things like that. So it's blending professional with a little bit of personality. LinkedIn is obviously the professional network. It's getting a little bit more personal now. Some things that you should be doing is optimizing your profile. So in your headline, it shouldn't just say, I'm an accountant, because that's boring. It should say, what is it that you actually do for people, updating on a regular basis and building your community through LinkedIn. On Twitter, it's very much about targeting the right kind of people, so you can follow complementary people, follow people who do something similar to you do, build relationships with them so that they then retweet you, share your content, pass you on to other people who might be relevant to what you do. And then the last one is Facebook, which is a little bit more personal. But you can friend people. I friend anyone who friends me on Facebook. It's my family and friends are there, but I friend anyone else because it's a great place to build up the personality of your business. On LinkedIn, we're personality, but slightly more professional. Facebook is about the personal and the personality behind the business. So you get to know me, you get to know my mum very well, and you get to know me as a person and people by people. The mistake that people make is that they don't start with a strategy. So they don't sit down, they throw themselves onto social media. You would never kind of throw yourself into marketing or business. Some people do, but you need to start with a strategy. Who is your audience? Which platforms are they using is a good place to start. So writing a set strategy, it can be 1 page, it doesn't have to be very long. You need some goals. So what are you actually trying to achieve? If you're not meeting your bottom line, you're running a hobby, basically. So your goals need to match your business objectives, and then you need to have social media objectives, and you need to be measuring those on a regular basis as well. The only way to achieve social media success is to have goals, otherwise how do you know that you're successful or not? The other thing as well is understanding the etiquette of the platform. There's very few things that you can actually do wrong, but when you do them wrong, like the big brands do, it's everywhere, all over the papers and things like that. So if you're not sure, just get involved, start messaging people, understand how do people talk to each other. You can't go in guns blazing and say, I sell this service, I sell that service. You need to build the relationship slowly. Good relationships take time. And once you've started doing that, you need to have a measurement. A lot of people don't measure what they do, so they say, I'm not successful on social media, and then I'm like, well, do you measure your growth, your organic growth, the numbers, are they going up slowly? Are you actually making any money? Are you networking with people who could bring you in something that helps your bottom line? The other thing to do as well is to keep an eye on trends. What's hip and happening in social media. The best way to do that is go to Google and type in trends of social media 2013, and you will have all the thought leaders telling you what they think the trends are, right? We all have to do it in our industry. But keep an eye on what's happening in, what's changing. Facebook changes as often as Mark Zuckerberg sneezes, right? So you need to keep an eye on what's happening. Social media is very much about speaking to people, not broadcasting. Advertising is broadcasting. You don't have a choice when you see an advert, but you have the choice when you follow someone or when you speak to someone. The power is in the hands of the consumer to make that choice as well. So it's not about selling your services, it's about building that relationship with people. It's very much human versus technology. I'm a very old-fashioned girl. I like notepads, I love meeting people, I love shaking people's hands, chatting to them. The technology is secondary. If you spend too much time on the technology, when a new social network comes along, you're not going to understand what you're doing. But if you build the human element, the relationship side, when a new platform comes along, it won't matter because you'll understand how to transfer those relationships. It's networking versus not working as well. A lot of people are not working on social media. Facebook, anyone? The big time suck of the century. Make sure that you fulfill your objectives first, so you're networking, and then the not working can follow after that. Then you can spend 3 hours not doing anything, as long as you've achieved your goals and objectives of that. And then, actually, there is one more slide.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. Is it gone?
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, we can send it to you. You can contact Cemanthe, by Twitter or email.
Is it a 21st slide?
It was actually 20 slides. The first one was just the picture of the cupcakes. But just very quickly, the last slide was URL versus IRL. And the URL is your website, but IRL is in real life. And that's what social media is all about. I thank you.